physician himself. He hates us because he can't discover what it is that kills us.
Can life be any more shallow? Can people be any more shallow? At this point in this season, we've talked about toxic people. But in this stage, in this season, what is the difference between toxic people and shallow people? See, that is the number one question, isn't it? Because toxic people are abusive, manipulative, always trying to get their way. Whereas a shallow person, they think about a situation through Pandora's box, with only thinking about the little things, focusing on the external, let alone the internal. See, shallow people believe in luck and circumstance. Me, I'm not that type of person. You see, I'm a reserved person. I keep everything here in silence, in private, in my own head. That's how I roll with Man Monster Miscreation nowadays, is I let my thoughts speak for themselves. Because, Palmerton, you and I have been down a path, a journey, an expedition. Dark times, Palmerton. And I think you know which times I've been talking about. I know what you're looking for. But the thing is, I'm not here for that. I ain't here to give you what you want. I'm not here to give you what you please. My job entails me telling you the truth. Saying horrible shit to your face through a camera. Because that's what it comes down to nowadays, isn't it? Yes. Because it's been a decade since we've seen each other. It's been more than a decade for some. And I know that most of you were very shallow. Thinking very, very little about what I think. About how I think. Thinking about how I roll as a person, a personality trait. What rolls in my DNA, right? You see, we've had our life lessons, whether if you never had one or not. But the thing is, I know I've had my life lessons, but I'm not sure about you. Because every decision that you've made has been pretty shallow, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's shallow enough as it is. It's shallow enough over here. The waters are shallow. I'm trying to jump in the deep end, but you guys just throw me back into the kiddie pool. This is my problem with shallow people. Because most shallow people want to trust luck, trust cause and effect. Stronger people believe in what we are, believe in loyalty. Whatever's in here manifests itself into here. Pain is art. Pain can become art. You know, I've tried to be the better person. I've tried to be better. I tried to tell everybody that I was better. That I'm all okay up here. I'm A-okay. But you guys don't believe me. So how many of you are really as shallow as you are toxic? Because I don't believe you can be both. I like to think that anybody can be both. But the thing is that this is Palmerton. Anything happens in Palmerton, anything can happen in Palmerton. Anything toxic can happen. Oh wait, I forgot, those days are somehow over. Somehow we moved on. somehow most of us were forgiven. All except one. So I want to call out on your shallow thinking. I want to call out your bullshit. Your shallow bullshit, I should say. Because I know most of you have trusted luck, believed in luck, believed in everything. And you got handouts with that luck. I don't have to drive in a Porsche to find my loyalty. I don't have to be like the other guys, the rednecks. I don't have to be like them to find my loyalty, to find who I am as a person. But what I can do is I can show my trust. I can show my loyalty. I can show you how much of a better person I became, whether you want to believe it or not. And it's scary to think, it's scary, really scary to think that it took 6 years so far, 6 years of being on YouTube, and you still are blind, deaf to the situation. You're just shallow and dumb. You guys think that you're more traumatized than me. You guys deserve to be more traumatized than me. You guys are entitled to be traumatized, more traumatized than me. Where is the logic in that? I wonder. Because you guys shouldn't be traumatized, period. I should be the one that should be traumatized by everything that happened, by everything that I've been through. Because when I opened my heart, when I poured out my heart to everybody, everything was a threat. And nothing I say is going to change that. That's the scary part in my life. It's a shallow life for me to have a few scars, but the fact of the matter is I have not gained one scar in this shallow life. I have not gained one scar from this vlog series. Not one punch in the face. So I guess I'm doing something right. But how far will it go? How far do these videos go? How far does my diary go? How much further are people gonna realize that they fucked up? That they didn't feel bad for me? That they didn't have any sympathy for me? That's the problem I have. And in this life, I wasn't gonna go quiet. In this life, I wasn't gonna go into the night silent. There was no way that was going to happen in my life, not even in my mid-20s. Because it's been long enough. It's time for me to actually dive into the deep end and actually do what I need to do, whether if I enjoy it or not. This, I have been enjoying every single bit of it, every drop of sweat and tears and blood that went into this. And to actually, finally, speak my truth. Speak my statements, my mission statements. Speak my mind the way I want to without it being caused as a threat. Because it's been the same song, the same tune, the same story every single time. You don't want to use your head. That's how shallow you are. You don't want to think. You want to ask me about my internal and external parts, aspects into my mind. You want me to explain this to you without even looking. You want me to explain this to you without even doing the work. This is why you got handouts. This is why you got handed everything on a silver platter, because you don't want to look for the answers. You don't want to listen. Everything that comes out of my mouth a threat? Is that how shallow you can be? Because I'm pretty sure that's not the best you got. That's not what I planned to do in the first place on this vlog series. That's not what I planned to do. dude, that's not the plan, people. That is not the plan. The plan is to have my voice finally recorded for the truth. And when people find the truth, god damn it, you will be ashamed. And you will feel like a piece of shit by the end of the day. At the end of the day, I'm just a person. I get sad, I get tired, I feel enraged sometimes, I get mad. But that's the whole ordeal. We all got the same emotions, the same external, internal, the same internal, external that we live with, the aspects of our brain. But you guys are the only ones that don't want to use it. You want me to describe myself to you. So you can hold that phone in your hand with 911 on it. You got 911 on speed dial because of me. Which is pathetic enough. Which is shallow enough. I've never seen a bunch of people just as shallow. You think you deserve to be in the deep end with me. Now, get back in the kiddie pool where you belong. Get back to where you belong. This is my time now. This is my deep end. And the sharks swirling around me, but they ain't doing a damn thing about it. And it's not going to be a misunderstanding, and it's nothing short of spoiler. It's not going to come close to what you think is trauma. It's not going to come close to what you think is fear. It's not going to come close to the feeling of isolation. I don't think you will ever understand what this YouTube channel is for. I personally think, all of you, I personally think that you won't ever understand what this vlog series is for. It's for the truth, to call out your lies, to call out your trauma, call out your BS, to do everything I need to do to become a real person like the rest of you. Oh wait, like the rest of everybody except Palmerton. I will become the next real YouTuber from Palmerton. There's not many of you. I guarantee you that. You want to do simple things because you guys are simple folk. You want to do walkthroughs on a Porsche. You want to do walkthroughs on a video game. You want art. You want to make art. You don't use your pain, your regrets. You don't use anything to your advantage to show who your personality really is. You don't take account for any of that. You don't use your pain for your art. You don't use your problems for your art. You don't use what's up here as art. You just love doing simple things. It's for simple folk like you. If you think for 1 second that you're higher above the food chain than me, if you think you're higher up than me, bitch, you got handouts. You got everything handed to you while I'm doing the hard work. I'm doing the heavy lifting. I'm doing the real work. I'm scratching, I'm clawing, and I'm making sure that I get my subscribers the real way. The fucking real way. I don't need 1,000, 2,000 people to enjoy this right now, because if 2,000 people enjoyed this channel right now, guess who's gonna be in the rear view mirror at 911 on speed dial? That's why I like to take my time with my art, to take my time with my pain. I like to travel through my thoughts, because that's who I am. I'm a reserved, private person. And the thing is, I've tried to reconcile. I've tried to forgive. I've tried to be the better man, be the better person, and take responsibility for the things I've done in high school. Take account for everything, goddammit. Take everything off the table and rewrite history the right way. That's what this is all about. If you want to think of me as being shallow, that's not me, sweetheart. That's not me in the long run. In the end, I'm just going to be a person with real emotions, with real pain, with real problems, with real mental issues. When was the last time you've ever used your real life problems in your YouTube channel, in your art, to make it perfect? What did you ever do? If you really want to know what's in that manila envelope, trust me, we're getting closer to the truth. We're getting close to the answers, but not right now. Not right now. Like I said, I want you to wait patiently, organically. I might have said next week. What if I was bluffing this entire time? What if I'm waiting for the exact right moment to cash in my opportunity, to show you what you've said about me, what you think I am as a person? Maybe I'm just waiting for everybody, for the audience to be on me, for the spotlight to be on me. What if I'm waiting for the right moment, for my name to be in lights first? You don't know that, do you? You think I'm not calling out my own bluff. Trust me. If you look through this channel long enough, you'll know what I am calling out my own bluff. But it doesn't happen often. Because I like to play the mind games. I've been loving playing the mind games with everybody. Trust me. I can play you guys like a goddamn fiddle all I care. Because the real professional, the real YouTuber, the real artist here is the devil you know, the devil you knew. The nuisance of nuance. And in real time, you're gonna find out just how much you don't deserve to be traumatized. You just deserve